Hey, what's up, YouTube? If you want to see how I achieve this look, go ahead and stay tuned. Cousins, happy new year, and thank you so much for all your continued support over the last year. I really do appreciate it. My channel has grown so much over this time span since I really started doing stuff and really started taking it seriously. I hope that your 2019 was amazing, and I hope that your 2020 is everything that you dreamed of and everything that you wanted to be. Comment below and tell me what your New Year's resolution is, or something that you really want to do in 2020. For me, it's to leave my 9 to 5. Like, I've been working since forever, and like I've always had a job, if not one job, 2 jobs, and at this point I feel like I'm destined to do something so much greater than sitting at somebody else's desk making them a millionaire. So comment below and let me know what your New Year's resolutions are. Okay, let's get into the details of this hair. This hair is from my brand, DUNKLIN Beauty Supply, and it's going to be www.DUNKLINBeautySupply.com. That information will be in the description box below, as well as right across the screen. So this hair, basically what I did was I did the 8-inch spring twist hair, and the blue hair is the same blue that I used in my previous video, and this is like my 3rd time using the blue strands. I wash them, reuse them, and everything else. So I pretty much used 3.5 bags. 2 bags were the Green Envy, which is on the website, or the tea green, and also the 1.5 bags of the blue. So pretty much I'm gonna let the video speak for itself, and we're gonna jump right into it right now. Okay, y'all, so if y'all new to my channel, then I'm going to show you how to twist the hair. I've done this numerous times in other videos. So the clips that you see coming up, along with the voiceover coming up, is from a previous video. However, for my look, I actually used 3.5 bags, and I split every strand. But I'm going to show you how you can either twist it split, or twist it whole. But for my look, again, I used 3.5 bags, and I twisted every strand. Okay, so here I took a hanger that I had around the house, and I just broke the end of it, and I taped it to the desk so I would have something to twist the hair onto. This is what the hair looks like as a single strand. In order to achieve the look I basically did 2 types of twists. The first one is when I split the hair into 2. You take the hair, and when you split it into 2, you are going to kind of pull left and right, work it basically to the point where it splits without getting tangled. Once you do that, you'll have 2 strands, and I'm going to take 1 strand at a time, and I'm going to apply some Echo style gel. And you don't have to apply a lot, just enough to wet it, but mostly focusing on the ends of the hair. And once you apply it, what you want to do is, when you are twisting, you do not have to twist tight. As you'll see, I'm actually touching the strands with my whole hand, and I'm just kind of tossing it left over right. Again, you do not have to pull, and you do not have to twist tight. Just go left over right, and then once you get to the end, you are going to basically take your finger and you're going to twist that until it basically curls back up. But again, I'm speeding up right now, but it is a light twist. And you can add more gel to make it curl a little bit more. And once you let it go, it'll actually stretch back. This hair is very bouncy, and that's the final look of one of the strands. I'm going to show you again with the other strand. You do the same thing. You apply just a little bit of gel, and you honestly, when you split it, you need to use some type of product. In my opinion, you need to use some type of product. If not, if you do it the other way, which is coming up, you really don't have to use product. I'm gonna do the same thing, and we're gonna twist it. Basically, just throwing the strand left over right. Now, once you get to the end of it and you're trying to twist it to make it curl, even if that curl does not go as you want, you can cut the end of it. You'll see me cutting the ends of this one because it did not curl to the extent that I wanted it to. Sometimes the gel will help with that, and then sometimes it won't. So what you can do is you can cut the little scraggly ends off just to make it look better. And again, I didn't want mine to be uniform. I wanted them to look the way they are looking now. And then this method is the one where you just leave the strand as is. What you're going to do is you're just going to pull it apart and not even stretch it out. Just tug on the strand until it's just a little bit raggedy. And then you're going to apply the gel and you're going to twist it the same way, left over right. And then when you leave it whole, it's actually much easier to twist. And again, I'm just tossing the strands left over right. Once you get to the end of it, you can really just take that and twist it. When you leave it whole, it's much easier for those ends to stay together. And now you'll see pretty much the difference of when you split versus once you keep the whole.
In the front and straight braids in the back. I have 14 braids in the front and 7 braids in the back. A lot of people always ask about the difference between the zigzag and the straight parts, and you know, there is a little bit of a difference, but it's not a major difference. And the zigzag parts are really not as hard as they may seem. Don't worry about getting a perfect zigzag, just worry about getting a crooked part.
Yes, I'm stopping the video to ask you why you ain't subscribed. I'm sitting here looking, look, listen. You done got this far in the video. I don't know what you waiting on. Cuzns, y'all already know what's up. You know, this ain't nothing new. But for the rest of y'all, I don't know why y'all ain't subscribed yet. I don't know what you waiting on. Go ahead, hit the button. Go ahead and subscribe because you're going to want to see some more. And, you know, thank you so much for all the support, and I really appreciate it, y'all. Y'all really don't know, I do appreciate all the support. And if you ain't part of the Cuzn gang and part of the family, I don't know what you waiting on, but you can go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all that stuff.
I use.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all jump back to the video.
The tea green, which is like a green blue. You can see the green, well, the blue strands within the hair, and the color is as potent as it looks. Not potent. It is as vibrant as it looks here. And you all have seen the blue before. If you have not, at the end of this video, there will be a tutorial, a link to the other tutorial. So with this look, like I said, I used 2 bags of the green, and then I also used a bag and a half of the blue. The blue strands that I'm using are the same blue strands that I used in my previous hair tutorial. I've washed and reused it. These are basically, I'm on my 3rd time of reusing the blue hair. So now if you're wondering, if you're new to my channel, I always start in the front of my hair, and I start in the front of my hair because the front will cover up the back, and you want to make sure the front is as full as you want it to be. And when I'm doing my crochets, I always go from left to right. So on the lower left braid, if I do 8 strands on the lower left braid, I'm going to do 8 strands on the lower right braid, and I'm going to do that throughout the entire front of my head, except for when I get to the section where I know I'm going to have my part at. I pretty much favor a side part when I'm wearing the spring twists. Mostly, honestly, I favor a side part, period. So when I favor a side part, so I pay close attention to where I'm going to have my hair section out at. And you'll see coming up, the section where you're going to have your hair out at, that braid, you want to make sure that that braid there is as full as possible to pretty much hide your braid. And when I'm putting the crochet hook in, I'm actually going into it, but through the middle of the braid and not off up under the braid. Again, I'm going through the braid and in the middle, not under the braid. And I do this because I learned this from Beauty Can Braid, that when you go under certain crochet hair, when you go under the braid, once it starts to get old, it'll start to shift back if it's not within the braid. Okay, so once the top is full, you're going to place that into a ponytail, and then you're going to do the back. And in the back, it's not like, you know, I honestly count out my strands and then just go ahead and put those in. Now in the back, those you can go under the braid. At least I do. I go under the braid in the back, but in the front, I actually go through the braid. The back is nice and full, and all that hair at the top is going to cover the back. Now for my edges, this time I'm using Kaleidoscope Miracle edges, and with these they have the Miracle Drops infused, and I wanted to try out something different versus my usual brand that I use. So I apply a generous amount of the product, and I take my edge comb and I actually comb my edges into place. And as I comb them into place, I'm going to take the other end of that edge comb and I'm going to basically just seal the deal by brushing them down. It's best to comb your edges into place and then brush them down to just lay them completely down. Okay, y'all, that's pretty much the final look. This hair is available at DoreneeBeautySupply.com, and that information will be in the description box below.
Okay, thanks so much for watching, Cuzns. I really appreciate all the support. I hope I provided all the information. And this year we're gonna have a lot more makeup tutorials. I'm gonna start giving y'all the details, and I'm mainly gonna focus probably more so on eyeshadow, because my foundation and contour, it really don't change, and it's really the same thing over and over again. But thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.